All right, welcome to another special episode of The Sound. I am Kevin Harris.
I'm Lisa Wills.
And I am Matt James.
And tonight, joining us, if you look at his socials, I guess he's from Jersey Shore now. He's probably one of the most frequent guests on The Sound. This is probably like the fourth or fifth time he's been on The Sound.
Is it?
Well, I mean, I know of twice at least, and then you guys did it without me, and then this one, that's four. So
Well, he keeps on writing bangers, man.
if he keeps putting shit out, we're gonna keep talking to him. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna bring Joey from Outlier in, and there he is.
There he is.
But you got, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it was just a few minutes ago that I saw that post. And it was like Jersey Shore core, and when did they get a lead singer from Jersey Shore? What the fuck happened there?
Oh, that's a very old video from my old band, and we had. So I took I'm on vacation for the first time in years, and a much needed vacation, and I took a photo, and for some reason on portrait mode, it removed my blonde, but my root is really grown out, so it looked like I just had this like blowout happening, like a straight up Pauly D blowout in the photo. It's I don't know why portrait like cut out everything. It just might have blended in with the sand or whatever. So I posted it. I'm like, God, this is like the most Guido looking thing ever. And I'm gonna just lean into it because I cannot ever run from my stereotypes. So I own them and I laugh at myself, and I think the world needs to do the same. And so I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, fucking my old band, people used to call us Guido Core just because of how Italian I look, I guess. So, and yeah, I mean, you can see like it says like 14 years ago. So it was like my old band, but
I didn't know. I didn't even pay attention to that part.
Yeah. So it wasn't like an outlier thing at all, but yeah, people were saying it, and like there's so many comments like that though. And in the band, we ended up just completely owning it, even though I was the only Italian in the band, which is hysterical. But me and then the old guitar player had mullets at the time too. So we did mullets, muscles, and women. And we did like in giant varsity font, Guido Core with like the Italian flag running through it. And it was like our most highest sold shirt. It was like insane. It was so stupid. It was one of those stupid things that we just owned it. So
I love it.
That's so not like you. That's like so not your personality.
I've like mellowed the fuck out in my age. Like I swear to God, I used to be so like I was such a shit talker. I would like go right into it all with people, and then I was like, I'm wasting way too much time of my life on the internet, really feeding into these things and stuff. But it was like a moment where I was like, I used to be really good at interneting back in the day, like before. Now, like the whole controversy thing breeds numbers. Well, I used to play into that a long time ago.
Unfortunately, dude, I hate to say it, but that's just a sign of getting old, bro.
Damn it.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, talking about posts, I saw one the other day that you posted up about Outlier, and you said something about like your manager and everyone's telling you that you're not posting enough content, and you're like, well, this is what you're all fucking getting.
Dude,
I'm like, that's quality.
So that younger mouthy me is slowly starting to come back, but it's like hopefully in a more wise way. So it's like still calling out my team, but I do it with love. Because obviously I'm friends with all of them online. So they're all seeing me call them out. But then they see like, oh, the reaction is great. So they're like, hey, if you got to use us to talk shit, and this is what's driving up the numbers, go for it. So, but yeah, it's something that I've known has been probably the only thing that's been the only feedback I've ever heard from any sort of bigwig in the industry is that like, if this band was on their content game, and it would just be a whole different story. But like, to be honest, man, like I come from an era when, or at least for the mindset, not even just the era, but like, I mean, I was part of like the whole Warped Tour come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to really date and age myself, but me, Spencer, Charnas, Chris Motionless, we all came up at the same time and the same age. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't, the music spoke for itself. Yeah, like you had like the image to go with it, and you had fucking MySpace, and that was pardon my
Yeah.
French. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
No, you
But
carry on,
I
bro.
think that's annoying to me is that if the band had content, they'd be doing something. Fuck that. They write good music.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's why I'm gonna just
Who
say,
needs content when you got the music?
Right.
you know, and I'm gonna just say it like it is, because that really is the only feedback that like, not that we've ever been desperate for anything, but if there's been any big name that's ever looked at us in the industry, either they were so close to like wanting to do a deal that worked in our favor, or it didn't work in our favor and we never signed it, or if there was somebody that the chemistry was really good, it was building, it was great, but they were hung up on this number game. Because it's so funny, because I'm gonna die on this hill, because there have been artists.
All right. Hold
Oh,
on.
he's back.
Oh, he's back.
It's not Lisa this time. It's Joey
No.
getting thrown
Right.
out. So, okay, you're going to die on this hill. We'll pick it up from there.
Oh, that no, we'll just leave it at that. It was great. That was a good,
I'm gonna die on the tip when they
tune in for part 2 to figure out what I got
Yeah.
to say.
No, it's right though. Like, I we talk to bands all the time. You know what we do at Riff and stuff, and bands come to us all the time. They're like, people are constantly on about like numbers game and stuff like that. They don't actually listen to the quality and the writing of the music and stuff like that. And it's like what I do here at the Sound 228. Like when I add new ads, I don't bother looking at numbers because I don't care if the music's good. The music, the music's good. It's worth playing. Like listen to it.
Right.
And
Right.
the gatekeepers in this industry don't see that.
Well, they use it also as an excuse if they don't want to deal with the band of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm not, if they, you know, everybody plays things safe now. The whole industry, and unfortunately, the biggest names in this industry, are very guilty of it, and that's what has tainted rock and metal, in my opinion. Rock and metal has been neutered a long time ago. Rock and metal was attitude. It wasn't a fashion statement, and it's just like punk. Punk is neutered too. Punk ain't attitude. It's all a fashion statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the problem with it all, is everybody's playing things so safe. And so they go to the numbers thing as like this metric that you can easily blow up, and they know that. You can literally, there's bots and playlisting companies, and the more money you feed into it and stuff like that.
That's
well,
exactly
like,
where I was going to come to was if they wanted you, they could make those numbers. They
Dude,
could help you
yeah.
make those numbers.
I'm not going to even, without even calling these bands out, but there's big bands now that when they got signed to these big labels, they sat for years putting out stuff and nothing happened. So what do? Let's take 100,000 and push it behind radio and make them hit number one. And then you warp everybody going, oh, they're number one. And charting is a genitalia measuring thing, and that's all that it is. And I'm putting it as PG as possible, but that's all that it takes money. It's money to chart.
And you find that I'm going to go with the word mainstream. People are like sheep, right? If it's blowing up, then people will love it. Like, and that's what I love about what we do here at the Sound, is we are for those underground bands and those up and comers, and the people that deserve the love.
Right.
Because they are writing bangers.
Right. And that's and stations like the Sound are very, very vital to bands like us, because yes, you can get looks from other people and stuff like that, but you're not, unless you have some sort of trust fund baby in the band, some sort of money behind the band, or you're some sort of like gimmick, it's going to be a different type of burn. So we're very old school. I'm very old school in the sense of you go out and you grind and you build up a following. And because hard ticket sales don't lie. At the end of the day, they don't lie. Online numbers, like I'm gonna say this because I say this with love, and I say this as he's my friend, Joey from Varsity, one of my good friends. Varsity's numbers are not more impressive than ours. We sit neck and neck with numbers. Varsity draws more than we do, though, live. So if we were to go out on tour with Varsity, they have more our ticket sales than us. We draw, but they draw more, so they would be the headliner. And it's not because of online numbers; it's because they have hard ticket sales,
Yep.
and that's the metric. And at the end of the day, the only way a band makes money is by who comes to their show now, because there's not money in streaming. So I don't care about these fluffed up numbers and stuff like that. And I know promoters, even in Rochester, and without again putting too much attention on it, I've been friends with them. They've been booking me for 20 years. I've known them for a long time. They've taken chances on these TikTok artists that have 5 million followers and all of this. And guess what? Their guarantee will be 10, 15 grand. And then 10 people show up. So tell me how important your 10 million followers on TikTok is really going to translate to anything
I
for you.
absolutely agree with you. I have seen it in person and been a part of, oh, look at their TikTok numbers. Oh, let's book them. Oh, shit. We've only sold 5 tickets. So I agree.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny is like, I want to believe, and this is not for all of them. I know a lot of guys that are higher up in the industry that are very smart guys, but the guys that aren't, you'd expect them to be smarter, that they made a career out of this as long as they have, but they haven't because they can't change with the times. And if they do change with the times, they're easily fooled by this. This is not like we're not reinventing the wheel here. At the end of the day, the old school tactics are proven ways to build a fan base. You go out and you grind it out and you keep pummeling markets and you go every Emir, prime example of Rochester. Rochester was like a second market for Emir back in the day when I was growing up. I saw that band play to 10 people. I saw them come back in 6 weeks and play to 25 people. I saw them come back in another 6 weeks, and they built every 6 to 8 weeks. And that next thing you know, they're selling out 1,000 cap room as a headliner by themselves. I saw the 1975 play to 75 people at the Bug Jar, which is a small venue here. Later that year or the year later, they sold out our 5,000 cap armory. So like, you go and you grind, and that's how you do it. And like, yes, money helps with advertisements for sure. But you're absolutely right, though. Unfortunately, people don't care unless other people care too, and that's another thing too. And not to even call it out, but how long has Sleep Token been a band? Does anybody know that? Because they've been around quite some time.
I believe it's at least a decade.
About 12 years.
Yeah, a very long time. Again, and they're the lottery winners, right?
Yep. And again, talent is there.
Yeah.
And all of that, but again, it finally caught, and then boom. And I heard that band, I could be mistaken, it could just be industry rumors, but I heard that band was ready to even hang it up because of like how much it was already like, it was just like, is this even worth it anymore at this point? And that's the hardest part. And like, you know, you want to grind it out and you want to see it through as much as possible, but and then we're on this giant market now of like masks. Everybody is riding that wave in, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be, you guys know, I'm just gonna say things like that is, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to like crap on anybody's. It's not like to crap on anybody's game.
Say it how it is,
dude. Sleep Token comes out now. I swear to God, there's a mask band every time I open like my Facebook up, or like there's a new magazine promoting. Like, why is why my only gripe about rock and metal is everybody's writing and formulating, not everybody, but a lot of people are writing and formulating whether or they're basing their image based on something that has worked for somebody else because what they found has not worked for them. And I choose to not do that. I don't even listen to current music. I can't even, I nothing against them. I can't even name a Sleep Token song. I've never been one to really listen to a lot of new music because I purposely have never wanted anything to subconsciously influence my writing when I go into a studio. Because then I go, oh, like, this is kind of current. I should do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to write like that. No. And I made so many mistakes in past bands where I did not write for myself. And I never felt fulfilled as a musician. And I never wanted to do that again. because I lost the love for music, and I don't want to ever love. I don't want to lose the love for it again, and I don't want to be caught up in some rat race because everybody's at competition with themselves, and I'd rather be at competition with only myself. So if my last song is not beating out the song before that, or my next song is not beating out this one, like then I got a problem, and it's only with
Yeah.
me. So
And like if the music leaves you before you leave the music, you're done.
facts.
You know what I mean? And it's like you were saying then about people formulating and sounding like other people. We hear it a lot in this industry, and it's, I'll say it again, sheep.
Hmm.
They herd towards what they think, and they try. And it's like I always say with bands is I like to like Outlier. That you guys are unique. You've got a unique sound. Your vocals are insane, and I
Thank
love
you.
that because that's one thing I look for in a band when I'm looking at new music and stuff like that. Because why would I want to go and listen to something that sounds like Shinedown or Five Finger Death Punch when I can go and listen to Five Finger Death Punch or Shinedown? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Why
There's nothing
chase
better
that?
than
Be
there's nothing better than
yourself.
the original.
No,
There's
and
nothing
write
better than the
music
original.
for yourself, not what, that's where the best music comes from is when you're writing it for you and you're
Yep.
giving your outlet of your emotions, not writing it, oh, no, I'm just going to write that because it's radio friendly.
That right there. When we put out, I wrote Living Dead and Heartless in the same weekend, and my producer and I, for a split second, we both felt that Heartless was going to go further than Living Dead. I knew that Living Dead in the process of it all, when I was tracking, I go, no, Living Dead's going to go far. He goes, I don't know, man. This might be like a B single. And I go, no, dude. Living Dead is so fun. It's so colorful. And we are writing so freely on this one. And it went way further. It charted way further with not a big budget either. Like
I'm pretty sure Living Dead was the first single I was introduced to Outlier when you come over to us, when Dawson
yeah,
sent you over.
yeah. Living Dead was
And
a track that I put it felt special to me because it was fun. It was so fun to write that one.
it's
I don't
still a
know.
banger.
All right.
Still a banger.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about your new
Let's
music.
talk about fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this new single.
Okay.
And we're going to play the video because the video just looked like it was fun to film.
It was fun.
But where did the idea of redoing or reimagining Superstar come from?
Joey.
I grew up on that track. I loved that song, and it was a song that I felt would really test me as a writer. To anybody knows who, if I do covers, whether it's Arena or Outlier, I try to honor and respect the original, but make it my own at the same time. So I don't veer away from all the original built-in fan base on that, but they go, wow, cool. It's not a carbon copy. They actually put their own spin on it and made it sound like them if they did it. And when I was writing that one, because the structure of that song, which is so interesting, when I was a fan of the song, when I was really young and that song was out, it was on every single radio station. It was pop, hip hop, and rock, because there was a rap version and there was a rock version. And the rock version, they were so smart, man. Cypress Hill is so smart. And they were one of the first groups to start genre bending before anybody. And openly genre bending, like very hard like that. And I was like, and that is just me to a T. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have rules in my writing, and they did not either. And Rap Superstar had Eminem featured on it, and Rock Superstar has Chino, Everlast, and Slash did all the guitar parts on it.
Yep.
And that group, Be Real, Send Dog, like, those guys are very down to earth people, and again, listening as a fan, all I can remember is just how much I loved the song. Fast forward to 20 something years later, like here I am, like I'm listening as a musician now, and I'm dissecting this, and I'm singing or rapping these lyrics, and I'm like, holy crap, dude. Because if you listen to those lyrics, it is so relevant to like how any musician feels, and it talks about how live presently, because you could be on the top right now, but you could be forgotten next week. And there's always going to be somebody coming out next, and somebody's always going to be the next hot thing. So when you get up there, take advantage of it.
Make
And
it
like
count.
there's somebody speaking, and it's like, save your money, man, save your money. Like there's literally like audio, like spoken word things throughout the song, and it's like talking to the artist. And they rap about Sony, how Sony's pressuring him, and how it's like it's about this and it's about that, and how he can't see his son, and how he's missed, and like it's just so real from that, and how like you're, as a musician, you're being pulled in all these ways, and that like, but this is what you got to do if you want to be a superstar. This is what you have to do, and all the sacrifice and everything. And I felt that, and that's been every musician, I'm sure at some point, if they haven't, they're going to. You feel jaded. You feel so. This entity, this industry, just rips everything from you, and you are left with very little for yourself. And you have to find whatever bits of this industry that you can love about and still make, whatever. And that's the creative process for me. I don't care about the industry anymore. I don't care about I've been on the big label names. I've had the big lawyers. I had Jay-Z's lawyer and stuff like that, and like Sonic Youth's lawyer. Like I had, my lawyer was at Rockefeller Center. You know what I'm saying? Like I had those names, and I did nothing. I got shelved. I was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. But what was never taken away from me is the creative writing. Being on the road, being stranded in the mountains of West Virginia with a tire completely, the fucking axle splitting, and being in a blizzard in the mountains of West Virginia, and waiting at 2 a.m. and like in a random parking lot, and waiting for a garage to open up. And I'm there with my friends, and I'm laughing ourselves to sleep, because the situation could not suck anymore. And like traveling and seeing all these people and meeting all these amazing people. I lived a life of adventure, and these are the things that I fell in love with the most about it. So getting back to like the song, in the recording process of this song, it made me respect and appreciate everything outside of the industry, like the industry part, but like appreciating these little moments, yeah. I don't know.
The real reason why you do it, and it's that joy, it's that fun, it's that freedom.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, because there's never going to be a cap. You know what I'm saying? So like, I always would get the question is like, what do you want to be? What's the goal for the band? And like, I would always just laugh, like, if there was ever interviews, and if they would ask that question. And pardon my French, I would just always say, to be the biggest fucking band in the world. Like, what do you think
right.
it's to be?
Why
you know
else
what I'm
do
saying?
you do
Like,
this? You know what I mean?
Is it a rhetorical question?
Yeah, that's what you want to be. But like,
but and however that looks, like, I mean, that used to be like my question. Like, I don't even care to be the biggest band in the world. I think if I can have longevity and continue just meeting amazing people along the way, and continue to have the love for it, I think that's a success in itself, honestly. So,
yeah.
Well, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah,
I was going to
because
say
I've
that
got
was
a
2 in a
lot of
row, because he
questions.
told us everything.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of questions afterwards. Don't you worry.
okay.
All right, well, here we go. It is Outlier and a rock superstar.
Kick that shit. Coming at you still. You know what it is. was a young kid growing up, looking in the mirror, dreaming about blowing up the rock crowds, made money, chill with the honeys, signed autographs or whatever the people want from me. Shit's funny how impossible dreams manifest in the games that be coming with it. Nevertheless, you got to go for the gusto, but you don't know about the blood, sweat, and tears, and losing some of your peers and losing some of yourself till the years pass go by. Hopefully it don't manifest for the wrong guy. Egomaniac and a brainiac, don't know how to act. Shit's deep, 48 tracks, studio gangsta max, sign the deal, thinks he gonna make a meal, but never will till he crosses over, still filling your head with fantasies. Go with me, show the sacrifice it takes to make the dreams. You wanna be a rock superstar in the biz and take shit from people who don't know what it is. I wish it was all fun and games, but the price of fame is high. Some can't pay the way you feel trapped in. What you rapping about? Tell me what happened when you lost cloud. The rock you decided collapsing. No fans, no fame, no respect, no change, no women in everybody's shit. So you wanna be a rock superstar, live large, a big house, 5 cars, and in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. To be a rock superstar, live large, a big house, 5 cars, and in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. Whoever had big dreams, I'll make a big cream. Big shot, heavy hitter on the mainstream. Who wanna look trendy? In the Bentley, be a snob and never act friendly. Who wanna have big fame? Let me explain what happens to these stars and their big brains. First you get played like all damn day. Long as you sell, everything will be okay. Then you get dissed by the media fans. Things never stay the same way they began. Heard some never get full to the fullest. That's why fools that are gunning on a bullet think everything's fine in the big time. Cause you see me in the Lex with the chrome rim shine. So you wanna go far, live large. It ain't all that goes red, been a rock. So you wanna be a rock superstar, live large, a big house, 5 cars, and in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. To be a rock superstar, live large, a big house, 5 cars, and in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly.
Son don't know me, I'm chilling in the hotel room lonely. But I thank God I'm with my homies. But sometimes I wish I was back home, but only no radio or videos gonna show me no love, they phony. Gotta hit the road solely, so the record gets pushed by Sony. I'm in the middle like Moni, and the press say that my own people disown me, and the best way back is to keep my head straight. Never inflate the cranium, and too worried about the honeys at the Palladium. Who just wanna cling on, swing on, and so forth. Go on, fall off the whole floor to the next rock superstar with no shame. Give them a year and they'll be right out the game, the same as the last one who came before them. Gang fame started getting ignored. I want it, shorted. This ain't easy, take it from way these easy people wanna be some shit. It's fucking evil.
So you wanna be a rock superstar, live large, a big house, 5 cars, and in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. To be a rock superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. Be a rock superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. To be a rock superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly.
And there you have it.
Right.
That is a lot to take in. I purposely, when I found out that we were interviewing you, I purposely did not watch the video because I wanted to see it for the first time. And I was listening very carefully to the words. And I felt like that the model that was standing behind you in that wheel, it reminded me of a hamster wheel and the game that this music industry is. I really felt, I was like, wow, I don't know if that was intended. It seems like it wasn't, but that's what I took from it. I was like, you're saying a lot of it's all true statements, and it's the way that our industry is working. It literally is a gigantic hamster wheel, and you have to keep running and running and running until you're absolutely exhausted and it drains everything from you.
Just keep.
I loved
feeding
it. Yeah, you have to
It's-
keep feeding it.
Bro,
was,
I seriously don't know where to start with the questions. Right,
Well, hold on. I'm gonna make a statement real quick,
go for it.
and then you can have all the questions you want. So I'm listening to it, and I started in radio in 1999. That song came out in 2000. I was also working for a top 40 station at the same time. So if I was down the hall, I was hearing Rap Superstar, and if I came down the hall to CPR, I was listening to Rock Superstar. So you were talking about how that song was just everywhere at that moment.
Yep.
I love your version, but you are absolutely correct. I'm listening to it and I'm going, God, I just remember hearing it in every damn studio as I'm walking down the hallway. So, all right,
It
that was my
was. It was
statement.
everywhere.
Bro,
All you, Matt James.
bro, like Joey, I've known you for a while now, right? And you came out with Warriors featuring Chris Motionless, and I was like, fuck, that's my boy with Chris Motionless right there. Like, how the fuck can he top that? Bro, you have just done a collab with one of the most iconic hip hop rap artists of the 2000s. Like, one, how did that come about? And how did you make that happen? And two, obviously, you're a massive fan of Cypress. How. Whoa, he's gone upside down.
What is
I don't know
happening?
what's happened there. How was that featuring them on your cover of their song? Like, how did that feel, bro?
Wait, can we fix this first before
Yes,
he
we
answers
can.
this?
Joey, where's Kevin's disappeared and Joey's flipped.
Yeah, is it our settings?
I don't know.
Is this the part where I get to touch the buttons?
No, that's the wrong one. Joey, can you flip your camera upside down? Let me bring him out and bring him back in.
Okay.
No, he's still upside down. Joey, what's going on? Can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
Joey's gone.
No.
Now we can edit all this. Are you there, bro?
I'm a,
Step away and what happened?
Yeah, you step away and literally you disappeared, and then Joey turned upside down and like lost audio.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
He literally is upside down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that we can do to turn him up the right way, but there's not. All we've got is front camera, back triple camera.
Oh, now we've lost him completely.
It's okay. He'll come back. We can edit all this out. It's fine because we got.
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
it's
point.
fine. I do think though with the video, I mean, plus he's working, yes, with literally a rap god, and not only that. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Right.
There we go.
We'll ignore all that and we'll start. So Joey.
I don't know what. Did you guys see
This is
that?
where we get to go.
Yeah. Clip that bit.
You
I
were
didn't know-
upside down for a long time.
I was upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like
Did you
upside
go
down and couldn't.
I
hear
literally
nothing.
stepped out because my dogs were losing their mind in the backyard, so I had to get them back in the house. And I come back in, and you were upside down, and we couldn't hear you.
I
Yeah.
couldn't hear anybody, and it just kept popping off and popping out. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is
Right.
happening right now?
We'll cut that bit out. We'll roll from here.
Yeah.
So Joey, you
We may
came out,
not. It may make it look like it's live.
right? You came out with Warriors, bro, and featured Chris Motionless, and I was like so happy for you, man. Like I've known you for a long time, and I was like, that's my boy, and he's featured with an iconic rock star. He's massive at the minute. So how can he top that? You've just done a collab with one of the most iconic rap hip hop artists of the 2000s. That I'm a massive Cypress Hill fan. I don't listen to him as much now as what I used to, but I'm a massive Cypress Hill fan. How did that come about to getting them to come and feature on their own cover. And obviously you're a fan from back in the day. How was that working with Sendog and Hiro the Hero on this track, bro? Seriously.
So it came together. It's not as quite as interesting as it may seem, to be honest. It was very organic and fluid. It was so easy. I say that with gratitude, of course, but it was a friend. Me and Sen have a mutual friend, and he got it over to Sen. Sen heard it, and he goes, "Yeah, okay." And within maybe a week or two, we had all of his raw vocals just sent over.
Wow.
I had him do some extra ad libs that we kind of cut and spliced throughout the song, and then we got Hiro because my producer JD is affiliated. His team is affiliated with Hiro to some degree, and we were trying to think of somebody who would do that third verse, and we soon as Hiro's name was mentioned, I was like, yes, absolutely. Especially when you hear the song just continuously build and build. I wanted that guy who is a rap metal guy like Hiro, but Hiro brings an energy, like, and you can hear it in the track. Like when the music opens up and it gets heavier, and you got the big bells going. Hiro brings a grit. He brings that, like, the attitude that part really called for. So Hiro made it happen really quick, really easy. I love Hiro. Sen was so amazing every step of the way. Then when I wanted to shoot a music video, I'm like, man, am I overstepping with this one? But I feel like it's part of the package now. If you do a collab, you got to have it. Like for me, again, I'm always one-upping. I'm like, okay, collab is sick, but what is even better is seeing the physical presence of the collab. You know what I'm saying? And Son was like, yeah, I'll be in the video, but you have to come out to me. Like, fine, whatever, done.
Right.
So like,
you don't say
whatever,
no, bro.
Whatever. So like, Hiro was on tour with Nothing More. And so because Hiro lives overseas, he lives in, I think he lives in France, if I'm not mistaken. And so getting him over here, I'm like, oh my God, how do we do this? So it was like all a timing thing, but it was perfect. He had the Nothing More tour. So I'm like, yo, he ends, I think, in like North Carolina. I'm like, we're going to fly him out the next day and we're going to all go out to Vegas. I took my videographer, Tom, from Long Island. I shipped his ass out to Vegas, and we're all just going out to Vegas, man. And that was it. We got to an Airbnb, and I think my flight came in the latest, but Hiro was there the first out of everybody. So then we all like trickled in, and dude, it was awesome. And me, Tom, and Hiro shared an Airbnb, and it was just like Hiro was just like, I walk in, I drop my bags, they're playing pool. Like right up the gate, and they're chumming it up, and it was just like it was already like because sometimes when you meet people like on tours, especially, it's always like that first week is like, oh hey, man, cool, great show. It's like very simple. Second week, you got dudes that are like, I'm riding with him, and like, and then all of a sudden like everybody starts finally intermingling. But these guys were like shooting pool, having laughs. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be really cool. Then all of a sudden, like next day we go shoot, and it was like an all day affair. So we started at maybe like 10 a.m. and we tried to make it very specific for Sen when he was gonna show up, and like just so because we didn't want to like waste his time, and he's been doing it a long time, so we wanted it just very strict, so he didn't have to be there a long time. Now we had it originally where he was going to only do one location out of like I think the 3 locations, and I think Sen did not know how pro we were going with this. So like I don't know what he thought, because he did the first location, and then Tom's like, yo, and so he's showing us playback, just like the raw, unedited on the screen. And Sen goes, damn, well, you guys want me to go with you guys to the second location? I'm like, oh, dude, I thought you were only wanted to do the one location. He goes, nah, I got time. We could go out to the second location. I'm like, so I think Sen started realizing like, oh, this is like pro looking. Oh, they're serious about this. Okay. So we got Sen walking up this big hill. Poor guy. Like we went to the location where we're on top of like this mini mountain or whatever, which is the one where it's like got the drone shots. And Sen's walking up the hill, and it's a steep hill, man. Because every time I go out to Red Rocks, I walk this path. It's like my little meditation path. Like I every time I go out to Red Rocks, this is like my spot. It's like this very spiritual spot for me for some reason. So I wanted to shoot it there. So it like had this like thing, this like around the video, but like we walked up and we're all like sweating and like it's hot out, sun's out, and oh man. And then he left, and then me and Hyro. Hyro's like, man, I gotta eat. And he's like in the back seat, like keeling over. It's just so hot out. So we stop and get him food, and then we go shoot at that dried up lake bed, which is where it was perfect because we were so worried that it was gonna be like just dark. So we rolled up fast. We quickly set up, and we got like as the sun's coming down over the mountain. So like we just wanted to really maximize as much of this location. And everybody had like only one day to do this. So like we really to get as much crammed into this like day was really a lot, because like downtown Vegas is where we shot the indoor stuff. Then Red Rocks is like completely one direction, and then this dried up lake bed's like on the opposite side of the city, like another 20 minutes out opposite like of the city itself. So it was like 45 minutes in the other direction. It was really a lot, and it was but it was so fun. And yeah, man. So getting Sen to be a part of it was not a crazy thing, but it was. He's so down to earth, man. Like when you meet guys like this, you know, and they're still big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I went and saw them at Del Lago, which is a casino out here, sold out, man. It was in the crowd. I'll tell you what. You know, you want an amazing fan base. You won't meet more friendly people than people at a Cypress Hill concert. That whole place was smoked up, and everybody's double fisting blunts and Jays and Sharon, and they got guys like hugging me and stuff. And they're like, bro, and I'm like, and they're like singing "Hit from a Bong" and stuff. And it was the most friendly fan base I've ever met in my entire life. So giving with all of their blunts. It was insane. Like everybody's like, hit this. And I'm like, I'm afraid I'm gonna die. What's happening? Like dude, so like Sen he put me on the guest list for that show. This was after we did the video and stuff. So but it's awesome, man, because we talked about like on the phone the day before. So there's like a little bit of this like, you know, good acquaintance now, and like, you know. And he said, like, keep me up to date. And, you know, he's watching how things go and stuff. And he's just been a part of it, man. And he's been great. And given a guy who's like you said, iconic, and just been around as long as he has, man, and seeing the ups and downs of it all. And, you know, he's still OG, down to earth. And I love it. I love it. There's no pretentious, stuck up ego that comes with it. He's just the man. He really is. And again, Hyro's the man too. Like it was honestly such an amazing collab. It was so fun. And again, it was still very creative. And you know, it wasn't like doing a cover where a lot of people cover like modern songs so they can ride that wave in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that wave of that song, like, I mean, it's still a great song, don't get me wrong, but you're not hearing that on the radio anymore. You know what I'm saying? No. So like, there was no wave to be ridden other than like whatever the built-in following that still jams it. But it's like, the song is a good song, and a good song will stand the test of time, and that's all that it is. And you know, the song is structured with verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. There's no bridge in it. Like there's not like a lot to the structuring of that song, which is actually wild. The typical structure is like intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. And like, they're just like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And so I wanted to make like an intro, and I wanted to make the chorus more melodic musically. And that's kind of like was the approach of that, and like kind of just giving it a little bit more of like how I would write that track. But again, I didn't change the formula. other than like there is no bridge to that song. It is still verse chorus, but I made it have an intro though. So
I love it, man.
But
so,
yeah.
my last question is, how the fuck is my boy Joey Arena gonna top that?
oh, you know I'll always have something to say, man. I'm always 3 steps ahead.
I know it,
so-
bro. I know it. I can't wait to see what's gonna come for you boys in the future.
Thank you,
you're
man.
killing it, man. Absolutely fucking
We're
killing it.
trying. We're trying, brother. It's the beginning of the year. It's a very exciting year, so we'll see what is coming up. So
We got any plans to jump on a plane?
oh, to come over to you?
Yeah, man. This party.
Absolutely. I would
Party,
love to,
bro.
man. We were trying to do Bloodstock. We were apparently pitched for Bloodstock a while ago. Nothing came of that, but like we're trying to get over there, man. Like I'm really interested in following up with a tour that we did have booked for 2020. So like I mean, I would love to come over there, honestly. And we have our agency books Europe too. So
Yeah. Well,
I don't see like why it would not be in the cards. I think it's just packaging it right.
if you need a driver.
Dude, absolutely.
Dear
Oh my
God.
God.
Dear God.
That's gonna be one messy fucking tour, bro.
That would be amazing.
More of Matt James's ass showing.
Right?
Right? That's
I love
all
it,
we
man.
need to see your
Yeah,
ass.
just
in
let me
a
know if you're coming
video.
over. Let me know, and I'll.
You and Kane will get
We'll work
along
it
with
out.
your ass showing.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
work it
I
out,
call Kane like a back extended. He doesn't have much of an ass. It's just a back extended. It's a back with a crack.
I love it.
I love you, Kane, if you're watching this.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that just to promo this. Back with a crack.
Back with a crack.
So what else is on the table? Obviously, you've released the single and the video. What else is on the table right now for 2026 that you can talk about? Don't you have a tour, or did you already go?
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming
No,
up with-
we're Silent Theory and Discrepancies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we leave at the end of April for that. We're really excited. So like,
It's
Silent
mostly
Theory-
Midwest though, and it's that way.
Yeah. I think we loved the camaraderie so much of Austin Silent Theory that we wanted to run it back. Obviously, adding Discrepancies, I think, is such an awesome addition. Those guys, we're in a group chat, and those guys have just, because Silent Theory had taken out Discrepancies, but Discrepancies was in a vehicle accident. So the tour, I think
Right,
they
when
only
they
did
were on
like
the
a couple
East
Yeah,
Coast.
days.
yeah.
Yeah. Discrepancies
So-
rips, man.
Yeah, and honestly, so like there's more to discuss with all of that. So, but Discrepancies, I'm really excited to go out with those guys. I'm looking forward to this. I'm eager to get back out with our friends in Silent Theory. We obviously are going to have a bunch of great times, great laughs, and it's always fun when you tour with friends. Honestly, it's just because that's all you got on the road.
Yeah.
You know, you're traveling from city to city, and all you got is each other. So if the tour package is awesome, then it makes life on the road that much better. And so like this, we are going to tackle this region. What I do like is that we're going out and we're just targeting different regions. So, you know, is there talks of us maybe running it back after? I'm not sure. But I'm sure I wouldn't rule that out for the rest of the year to hit like a different region and stuff. But it's good to get back down to Texas. We do have to work our way up to the West Coast because it's, you know, we've neglected that side of the country, not intentionally, but we've just ever since the Gemini tour, honestly, in like 2021 maybe. So it's been a long time, and we're due to get back out that way for sure.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
so we got that. We
Yeah.
have some other tours on the talks right now. Lots of music this year for sure, and I'll be announcing something very soon here with that. But this is the year of consistency for me, starting with Creature of the Night last year and Crown. Obviously, things get a little fuzzy. Radio and drops are just not ideal for the November to like mid-January, I'd say. So like we try to avoid that area. Let everybody get through the holidays and stuff, but then Superstars like to pick up where Crown and Creature left off, and then we're going to be rolling out like, I mean, dude, I'm spending so much time in the studio. I've been I've been so busy in the studio the last 3 years, and now it's just ready to just dump it on everybody. We've actually, this is the first time I'm talking about this publicly, but we are currently taking down a lot of our old discography, and a lot of fans have noticed it and been asking what's going on. We've not really given. I love it. Perfect. We've not given much of a reason as to why quite yet, and that will come down the road. But I would say there's a couple songs that are still left up there, but they'll be down soon enough. So if you want to go jam them right now,
Go jam it now. Go jam.
Okay.
Go jam Outlier, man. The whole discography is sick as fuck. Anyway.
So I'm going to make 2 statements and then I'm done. If Antonio sings any of Rock Superstar with you on this tour, I want video.
Oh my God.
Joey already knows it's happening. Look.
Incredible.
I can't keep a surprise to save my life. It might be happening.
Well, when you started talking about it, I was like, there's no way that can't happen.
I'm a terrible liar, dude.
As
I'm
soon
a
as
terrible
I sing
liar. You bet your ass off. Dude, oh my God, my manager, everybody would be like, Joey, shut the hell up. I don't want to shut the hell up. I'm telling you right now, man. I already asked Antonio and he goes, yeah, all right, bet, let's do it. So like, obviously we're going to, finalize parts and who's doing what, but it's already been approached. Absolutely.
All right.
I already did ask him about that.
And then
yes.
tell Michelle, don't forget about me.
Oh yeah.
Because she came to me about one show and I couldn't do it because of the date that it was on. But
yeah,
tell her don't forget about us in Biloxi. We will get you back in there.
I got you, man. Yeah, absolutely, dude. She knows my relationship with you guys and stuff, and we were obviously just trying to make that work given the routing of starting in Texas. Obviously, is a bit of a haul for us. So
right.
But yeah, no, I mean, dude, like I said, man. There's some good tours that we have been submitted for. I'm hoping they come to fruition, and if those tours don't take us down, I'm sure, because all the routings are going to be based on certain things. Like one of the tours we couldn't do because the routing interferes with this routing, and so there's a lot of always worrying about radius clause crap. But she knows that I'm eager to get back down there, and she knows the relationship with you guys and stuff. So I would say that if it's not, shortly after this tour, then absolutely this year for sure. 100%.
I'm eager to get you onto a stage because I feel so bad about what happened when y'all were down for Dirty 30 Fest.
It happens.
It is what it is. So, but we'll make it happen the next time you're down.
Fuck
yeah,
yeah,
man, we're storm chasers. That tour was all storm chasing.
crazy.
Dude, we're going through freaking hurricanes left and right. It was crazy.
It's part of that adventure you mentioned earlier, though, isn't it? It's
dude, I'll
fun.
ride that shit. I don't even care, man. If that's what takes this band out, write up a dope article for us. I don't care. We wrote a freaking hurricane because we were determined to not give up on the show. That says everything you need to know right there.
Absolutely love it.
I hate canceling shows, man. I'm not really about that, but obviously safety reasons for the fans. I care about that more than us actually showing up.
Right.
So
no, I got you.
There was a snowstorm we did, and people were all over the side of the road, and we were playing love drafts in Mechanicsburg.
I remember I was going to go to that show.
Yeah.
And I didn't go because of the storm, because it's a 3-hour drive for me.
Yep.
And I was like, no way.
Yep. And we still went.
I know.
Still went. But we knew that it was going to hurt the draw because people did not know if the venue was going to even be open. And because the venue said, we don't know, they're closing, they're opening, they're closing, they're opening. And we knew it was going to be something, and a lot of people were confused, but there were still people that troopered it. And it was still, you know what, man, like I said, we'll show up long as fans are willing to show up. But again, with the safety of others first and foremost. And that's all obviously up to the fans and the venue first. But, the show goes on, man, with us. It is what it is.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what 2026 has in store for Outlier. I have no doubt it'll be incredible things for you, my friend. You're going to have a banner year.
Fuck
I hope
yeah.
so.
I can't
I
wait.
hope so. I planned a lot for this year, so we'll see what comes out with it for sure.
Now, have you changed all your social media tags yet? I noticed that you've changed a lot of them.
We did a lot of them. And it's so funny because I'm reminded of this every single day by my manager about like the Facebook and the Instagram one, because there's we're doing it, and for some reason Instagram glitched out when every single one of us tried doing it from a phone or from a laptop, and it says you have to contact Meta, whatever, to like do it. So we sent an email, still have not heard back, but for some reason they won't let us change our name on Meta, which is so stupid. So
Fuck
like we
about.
literally typed in Outlier sucks, and we're like, is it because of the sucks? And it was like we couldn't change it to anything. So it had nothing to do with the sucks, because there's names that have worse things than the names, like other
Wow.
user names out there. So, but
Okay, well, if you're looking for Outlier, you can.
you got a couple options.
You've got several options. Yeah. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that, because you've got Outlier Sucks on Twitter. Is it still Outlier Sucks on TikTok?
Yeah, so Twitter and TikTok are both Outlier Sucks, and then Facebook and Instagram are both Outlier with a V. But the good part is, though, the SEO has caught on and brought OVT and OUT together. So even if you spell it one way, it still brings you to that. Like, so if you go to our Instagram, the username might say Outlier, but the name, or wait, I might be getting this messed up. No, the username will be Outlier with a U, but like the main, like whatever slash or Instagram.com slash, it'll be OVTLIER. So like you'll see both of them at the top, but the SEO will recognize it and bring you right there. So, and then Spotify and all the DSPs, they're all OUTLIER. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
we appreciate
damn you, Meta.
We appreciate you coming back on and spending your valuable time with us clowns. We love you.
I love you guys. I'll always, if the invite's there, I'm always there. So I love it.
We'll make it happen. We gotta try and get your jangly balls back on the cover of the magazine at some point, I think.
You know what? We didn't do a Christmas shoot this year, and I was so upset about it. I feel like we've done it almost every year, for like the last 4 years, and I literally tried contacting the photographer, and she was too busy for me. I'm upset with her. I'm really upset about that.
Every time we talk about that, I always go,
Yeah.
I've got it hanging right there.
Yeah. Quality.
Me with my jangly balls.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I love it. I'm pretty sure. Who was it? Was somebody's? I don't know which one was like, "Hey, can we use this as the cover?"
It was me. I think I messaged you, and I was like, "Bro, we want to do a Christmas cover. Can we use
Like,
it?"
absolutely, it's the perfect one. Now I gotta one up that.
Yep.
It's gonna get really, really
Hey,
stupid. I tell you what.
We'll have to have the back with the crack in an elf outfit or something.
So December would be the fourth quarter issue. So let's plan it.
You know what? And I'll contact her in like Halloween this time, so she's got no excuses to get me in.
Right.
The photographer just sets up all these like Christmas backdrops. It was perfect. The most recent one we did, not last year but the year before, was like there's like fake snowballs. So we did like the ugly sweaters, and then we did like the Sears catalog style of like I was like sitting on Cosmo's back, like on his butt as he's like laying down like this. So we got really stupid with it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do a new one for you guys.
I'm gonna tag Kane in the post in a minute and just be like, "Back with the crack."
Dude, absolutely.
Oh,
Well, Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
And
I love you, dude.
Love you guys.
I'll text you as soon as we
Looking
get off
forward
here.
to seeing the video of you and Antonio.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
definitely.
promise. I promise I'll get you a good one for sure.
All right. Well, be safe.
Thanks.
Have a
guys.
good one, and thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, dude.
Bye, guys.
All right. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
All right.
What
So
a dude.
once again, a wonderful visit with Joey, and
Joey.
we got more to come. And we'll let you know when it's going to happen. So we will talk to y'all.